Thank you very much.
Kaufman is alive. I look at comic books new and old. Today I'm looking at a new comic book, Wolverine Revenge, issue number 4, the Red Band edition, written by Jonathan Hickman and Greg Capullo. This book is so weird. Not necessarily weird bad, but just weird. This whole series has been weird. When it first started and before it came out, you hear Jonathan Hickman, Greg Capullo coming back to Marvel to draw Wolverine, teaming up to do this book, and I just feel like the results aren't what anybody has expected. Probably not even the team themselves working on this comic book, I would imagine. And there has been a bit of controversy surrounding the team on this book. We got the colorist who did the first 3 issues, FCO Placencia. He only does page 1 on this issue here. And he basically quit the book for whatever reason. And a couple of months back, Greg Capullo went on Twitter to basically say that there's some people who basically aren't cut out to do monthly books, which was certainly a shot at the former colorist on his book. So we got Alex Sinclair stepping in on this issue to do colors past page 1. And if I would never have known about the colors controversy, probably wouldn't notice too much of a difference, although colors don't really stand out in this book too much. I'm assuming Alex Sinclair didn't have as much time to do the colors, and I think this issue was actually delayed a bit as well. The one thing I did notice about the colors is that in this issue we got this kind of cool variant costume of Wolverine. It's the brown and yellow variant of his normally yellow and blue costume. So I do kind of like that a lot. I wonder if that was Alex Sinclair, the colorist's choice. We're kind of in a desert setting, so maybe he felt like those colors suited this adventure more than the bright blue normally that Wolverine has trimmed on his costume. So we always get Jonathan Hickman when he's writing. He's got this world building he always likes to do in almost every single story, and we get just a little bit of that here. It's called Light Shadow, the territory of the people. So in this story, basically all of human civilization has been taken out, and the only place that has electricity is Logan and Forge. They found the only device that could still produce electricity, so that's where the humans are living now. And there's some other really weird stuff in this book. Like, if you remember back in the first issue, Captain America and Bucky were killed off. And here we've got some Avengers, and they clearly are actually Avengers, because you see Ant-Man here. We've also got Giant Man, or Goliath, I suppose. I don't know if these are people cosplaying Captain America and Bucky. And it's kind of weird, too, because in the narration it says that people are resilient, societies are not. Almost everyone had moved on, forgotten what was. Almost everyone. And I feel like they're referencing Wolverine here, but perhaps they're referencing the entire society here. Maybe these people are all dressing up as, Westerners in the old civilization. I'm assuming this is not Captain America or Bucky. I have no idea what's going on here. There's Ultron with a cowboy hat on. So these next couple pages, not too much going on here. Wolverine talking with Forge. They're talking about how they've been living in this society for 40 years now at this point. So we've skipped way, way ahead now, which is the weird thing about this book. We've got, this book started basically at the end of what we were led to believe was the Fatal Attraction storyline, where Magneto set off an EMP, which, basically destroyed human civilization. And now we've been in this Elseworlds tale of Wolverine getting revenge against the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Now, I still stand by my original prediction from the very first issue. We were dealing with Mastermind. I feel like Wolverine is still being controlled here by Mastermind. I don't really feel like any of this is actually happening. Something weird, something fishy's going on for sure. So now Wolverine, for some reason, is keeping Sabretooth alive all these years, and he keeps using this power dampener that he got from Forge to keep Sabretooth from getting his powers back. He's using Charles Xavier's hover chair. That's pretty cool, I feel like. But I just don't understand why Wolverine just doesn't kill Creed. I guess that's his version of revenge against Sabretooth here, just keeping him alive. So, because Sabretooth just wants him to finish him off already. Now, there's all these like dead carcasses too. Wolverine brings up outside the house here, and Sabretooth actually put all those there to drown out the smell of these guys. Omega Red, along with Omega White and Omega Black. So I always thought he was Omega Red because he was Russian. That's why he was red. But apparently it's a color scheme. I wonder if there's an Omega Pink. Why am I Omega Pink? And there's someone else here in the shadows too, which we find out in the end who wants Wolverine dead. So who wants revenge on Wolverine, so to speak. So this is kind of a weird situation here. Wolverine, he smells them, and then the guy just kind of appears on the cliffside, yells Wolverine's name. Omega Red says, "You've taken a long road to meet a short end," which cannot be a line Hickman came up with. So, again, I feel like the team here is maybe not putting in as strong of an effort for whatever reason, but these action pages are really good, though. We get a giant splash page of this Omega White character trying to fry Wolverine. He puts like this toxin into him here. But Wolverine's healing power is more powerful than that even, so he keeps on fighting here. We get kind of a page you probably wouldn't get in a normal Marvel comic, but they've got this red band, so Justified here. This looks like an Image, something from Image Comics back in the day for sure. So they do a similar thing in here, which I just did a review yesterday of Wolverine Deep Cut #1, and my main complaint about that book was that after the entire issue of Wolverine fighting Sabretooth and then killing Sabretooth in that issue, we find out it was just a clone of Sabretooth. And in this issue, we find out that Omega Red and all these Omegas are just clones as well. And Sabretooth is saying, you know, Wolverine is relentless and inevitable. But he vows for this guy to get his revenge on Wolverine. So we get the big reveal, and we find out that it's Colossus's son. And he's got the Soul Sword, Magic, his sister's Soul Sword, that I assume he'll be able to use against Wolverine successfully. So if he gets the chance. So when I first was flipping through this, I thought maybe this was Wolverine's son because I hadn't read the story yet. And then I thought maybe it was like the son of Solemn, that character who's got the adamantium skin in the most recent Wolverine. But it's actually like Colossus Jr. So he's the one who wants revenge on Wolverine for Wolverine killing Colossus in the previous issue. So I like this book. I like this story, but it's just so weird that it's not in continuity because, you know, if things don't seem to be in continuity, they just kind of feel like fan fiction. I do contend that this eventually will be revealed that this is all just mind games being played by the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. And we'll see how it goes, though. We got one issue left. So thanks again for watching. That's all I got today. See you guys on the next one. Go read comics.